Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Smoking Table. It's episode 17. I'm Dre.
I'm Jay.
I'm Deric the Jedi.
I'm Mr. Chan.
And here we go, weed news.
The Florida Supreme Court has canceled the medical marijuana hearing that we told you guys about that was scheduled for early December. They're canceling it, but it's because of a good thing. They're canceling it because Attorney General Pam Bondi doesn't really have any objection to the wording of the medical marijuana bill at this point. So in order to save time and money, they just said basically screw it. They will still have to release their opinions and suggestions on it, but there's no point in having a hearing if nobody's objecting to it. So basically what this means is that they will give their opinion on it, and once it gets the other 400,000 I think that it still needs, it will be on the ballot. So that's a pretty good thing.
That's awesome, because now it's just up to the people. The only person who can stop it from happening are the people, because the government's not really standing in the way.
I mean, they lose the ballot by 2% last year, something like that.
Yes,
It was a very small margin. So for people to get out there and support this bill now that they know that nobody's standing in the way opposing would be a good outlook for Florida turning out in maybe next year's elections.
And I think that losing by that margin is what really energized people to come out and support it this time around.
Oh yeah, I mean the seasoning's right. I mean all the things are lined up now. Florida's government's not standing in the way. I mean, it's a good time to push, and for everybody that's out there that supports anything that has to do with the culture or the medical use or just anything to do with the subject, I think it's a good time if people support it to get out there, and this year would be a good time to try to put that to rest and finally let Florida move on.
But yeah, Jay, you were telling me the other day, the campaign, someone could post, push a huge against campaign, at the last minute.
Yeah, like I said, because of how it lost last time, because there was people who were pushing hard for it. There were people who were pushing hard against it. And then there were a lot of people in the middle who didn't really mind if it passed.
Yeah.
And for those people, because it's been in the media so much since then, they understand the importance behind it now. So all those people who are on the fence are more so yeses now.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's more about educating the public on what the truths are behind the smear campaigns and everything that happened back in the 30s and 40s. I mean, we have technology at our fingertips nowadays. If anybody really wants to look up the medical benefits of the stuff, it's as easy as going on your phone or turning on anything in your house, really.
Exactly. And I mean, the government has, at this point, they've realized the tide of change. I mean, so much to the point where actually the second story that we have in Florida is the government is going out of their way to try to expand the medical marijuana program already before it's even been enacted as a way of trying to get ahead of it. There have been bills in the House and the Senate that have both passed with different language on how to change the current CBD bill to add more forms of marijuana is what they're trying to get in there as far as the one bill. The other bill is to allow more grow sites, to change the number from 5 to 20, and also to allow for the terminally ill to be able to use medical marijuana. Basically, what they're going to try to do is to take both of those bills, the House bill and the Senate bill, try to meet somewhere in the middle on it, work it out together. And like I said, try to get that passed and pushed through and try to integrate the progress that they've already made with CBD bill, which, I mean, anybody who's been paying attention to it, it isn't much, but it's a good start.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just about taking advantage of the opportunity. Everything seems to be falling into place. I don't see why not. People losing it by 2% last year, it really sucked. I mean, it woke a lot of people up to the realization that if we want this thing to be on the ballot and we want this thing to pass, we're going to have to support it ourselves. It's easy as that, simple as that. So if you people out there, you're trying to push this through, you really want to see this come to fruition, people need to get up and get out there and start voting.
I actually changed. I'm registered to vote down here now. Because for the longest time I was registered to vote in Volusia County.
Yeah.
Which was even the last fucking place I lived. I didn't live in Volusia County for 5 years, but I finally switched it to here, so I'm good to go.
Sweet. That's good, because, I mean, it's just about getting the votes out.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, like I said, this election year on the medical side, nobody's really worried.
You know what? People need to treat this like it's 2008 and it's Barack Obama's campaign all over again.
to his point, though, I mean, it will. I think that the turnout will be the way it was in 08 because, I mean,
I hope so.
It's a presidential election year.
I hope
so. I mean, not only is medical marijuana on the ballot, but also our next president of the United States is on the ballot. More people usually turn out to vote for those.
That's good, though. I mean, I hope it happens in tandem like that.
Yeah.
Really do, man.
I've never voted for a president, but I voted for stuff like bills and laws and everything, but I've never voted for a president because I never felt like it was good.
I never voted for anything.
You haven't had a chance to vote yet, have you?
No.
Vote, because voting rules, guys.
Vote because Pete Diddy scared me.
Oh my God.
Years ago.
On a national level, we actually have Representative Earl Blumenthal, Democrat out of Oregon, who is, I mean, he's been one of the biggest, if not the marijuana champion on the national level. Everything that I ever read about on the national level usually has his hand in it. And basically what he's calling for now is for Chuck Rosenberg, who is the head of the DEA, to step down because of his comments about medical marijuana being a joke. But him calling it a joke definitely kind of rubbed Earl Blumenthal the wrong way, so much so that he actually took to the floor in his open comments to go on a 5-minute rant about it, actually calling for Mr. Rosenthal to be removed because somebody who thinks that medical marijuana is a joke, in his opinion, and then actually in his exact words, he thinks is not fit to be head of the DEA, which, I mean, to me makes a lot of sense because, I mean, unless you know somebody or unless you are a person who benefits from medical marijuana, a lot of people do take it as a joke. And I mean, for the people whose lives depend on it, that's a slap in the face.
Yeah, really. I mean, you gotta think about it. I've seen things. I mean, it's easy. Go on YouTube. You look up medical marijuana. You see cases of kids with seizures that have violent seizures for years. You know, and they give them some of this the cannabinoid.
CBD.
The stuff without the THC in it. It's not getting them high or nothing like that, but it's helping them to take a step towards getting better. Like it limits seizures. It's stuff that, you know, there's so much proven facts here. I mean, we may not be the leader in studying this and putting out a lot of relative fact to it because it's still illegal to study it and for medical purposes in the United States. And there are so many countries out there making large advancements. I mean, they figured out how to remove the THC from it. They figured out how to turn it into different substances where it would benefit the user rather than harm. I mean, there's still so many things. I don't understand why it's still considered what is it, like a class 1 or something?
It's a Schedule 1 on the Controlled Substance Act.
I mean, that's just absurd. I mean, all this is people being lazy and not wanting to go back and refresh material that's outdated and a whole bunch of smear campaign lies. I mean, it's just ridiculousness. People as a whole are smarter than this, and I think it's something that the older generation is just gonna have to grow up and get over because we're gonna take over eventually, and this is not gonna stand that much longer. So, I mean, you could either be part of the transition and be part of the people that move to change this and make it a difference in society. And, you know, this comes with a lot of things. You know, you completely eliminate that violence on the street level of this drug, you know, of crimes related to this drug when you decriminalize it, make it legal, and you tax it and you put it in stores, because now people can go to a dispensary and they could go to a place where it's safe and tested and make sure it's clean, no chemicals in it. You know, there's no Surgeon General for street drugs to tell you that something is certified, it's clean. You know, it's of medical grade. You know, it's the same danger as any other drug that you can face out there. When you're buying stuff on the street, why not let people do it safely? No harm comes from this. It's proven. There's facts. All you have to do is stop being lazy. Get up and put the information out there. Look at the information that's already out there and how we are lacking. We're surpassing so many other countries and doing such great things, and we're still here hindering on such a small thing that really is losing face value of the meaning by the day.
So does the DEA decide what's a class 1 substance, or does the FDA?
Yes. No, the FDA decides, but the DEA is over drug enforcement. Considering that the president has already stepped in and said that this isn't a priority, leave these people alone. And the thing that I like is the way that Earl Blumenthal approached it was from a professional standpoint. as the head of the DEA, as the top dog of the Drug Enforcement Agency, if you can't get past bias and look at scientific fact, then you don't deserve to be in that position.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So what, can't the FDA just change this class of the drug? Or does the Congress have to approve that? Like,
Yeah, all that has to be done through Congress.
okay, see, that's what I'm confused about. Because the FDA, I thought they could just be like, done.
Oh, that's right. That's why.
But what he's challenging is the DEA's authority, not the scheduling of the drug, but the DEA's enforcement of that drug. Because you've already had, you've already been told this is not a priority.
Yeah.
And you've also been told to leave medical patients alone because, the thing that they do, bothersome and a tragedy, is that when President Obama said, leave the states alone, let them run their own program, the DEA is trying to skew that into saying that, the president said leave the states alone. They didn't say anything about individual medical patients. So they go after patients.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. They go after the patients and they go after the dispensaries. But they don't bother, the states.
So that's where they go and they just raid the dispensaries, take their shit.
Yeah.
You know what? I think these people should just start using footage of these raids, man, as a real, and show it in court. Get your lawyers ready. People that got dispensaries and they're established, and you have the financial backing to protect yourselves now. That's why I think that's.
Even then, it still doesn't matter because my dad was even telling me because he's in Cali with the whole dispensary thing. But they come in, you just let them come in.
Yeah, but if you go to court and you try in front of a jury and you got people and peers above you, if it's left to a jury, and you show...
No, because the problem is it's not going to be that way.
It can't be that jury type court
if
situation.
the DEA comes in, that won't even go to state court. That has to go to Fed court. And in Fed court, it's illegal.
Yep, so you're done.
That's stupid because it's the feds there. Yeah,
so you just got to let them in, let them do what they do, and then get back on your game.
That's crazy.
What do they do?
They come in and they take your shit.
Yeah, they destroy everything, bust everything up.
How do you
all
get
your
it back?
equipment. You don't get it back. It's the DEA, it's the government. You don't get shit back.
All right, and our technology section for the day is actually also weed related too because we just found this and it's pretty freaking awesome. Basically, it's called the CannaCloud. We will try to put pictures and stuff up on the various sites so you guys can check it out. And what it is basically a vaporizer that is modeled and fashioned in the same fashion as a Keurig. So you have these single serve marijuana pods that you put into this vaporizing system that basically feels this portable vaporizing portable smoke carrier, I guess, with the vapor, and it has a one-way valve on it. Basically like your standard vape bag.
And that's amazing. It looks so cool.
So you change flavors and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And you just hit it and you smoke it. It's amazing.
Will it taste like anything?
It tastes like weed. Favorite kind of weed. You put that right next to your Keurig, it'd be amazing. People come in, they're like when you go to apartment complexes or something, they have a little single serve coffee.
It has to have a timer on it. If it has a timer on it so you can set for your wake and bake,
Oh my God.
freaking amazing.
That'd be incredibly set before you go to sleep. You're like, alright, we're gonna do this one in the morning.
You got your coffee and your fucking weed right there.
Oh.
It's an alarm clock.
Wow, it'd be so amazing.
Wake up to the smell of weed.
I would love it. So I want to get one of these.
Fuck you, Folgers. You're no longer the best part of waking up.
Your coffee's gross.
Cup of Folgers in your cup.
Best part of waking up is not a CannaCloud. I'm excited about this. I want one of these.
In your lungs.
That'd be cool. It would be hard to get the stuff probably because of iPhone and vaporizers.
The best part of waking up is the cloud in your lungs. The jingle, Randy Newman.
The only, I think, real issue I would have with this is
You want Randy Newman to do the jingle, or did Randy Newman do the original Folgers jingle?
He did a lot of jingles.
He did Toy Story.
Yeah.
He did every Pixar movie in the 90s.
The only issue I would have with this is how do they regulate the dosage?
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume that they dose it by how much it takes to fill the canister. But I mean, I guess that wouldn't be bad. I mean, I guess if you need to, it says that it fills in less than a minute.
Yeah, so it's probably just one good hit, and then you're straight. I do too. I don't know. It just seems really.
No, like the canister looks like. I mean, from what I'm looking at here, it looks like a 22 ounce or like a 20 ounce soda bottle.
So you just breathe out that, like, inhale through that top thingy?
Yep.
That's cool.
You basically put the pod right there in the front. You close that, and then when you sit the thing on top, it starts the vaporizer, so it fills it up vapor, and then you just take that off, and
You ripped.
yeah.
So it's like the future?
It is like the future.
Back to the Future?
Not Back to the Future.
I bet you they had that in Back to the Future.
You can't go back to the future.
Dude, marijuana legalization is opening some very creative minds.
It is. People are becoming geniuses with this shit.
Like it's in the background of Back to the Future. They don't show you it. It's in like the universe.
It's just sitting back there.
Yeah, no, the camera doesn't go there, but you know,
You see it.
It's
You're
happening.
like, this is for weed. In the future.
maybe we're in the part of town that doesn't have flying cars.
Oh my gosh, an instructional video. Take your canister, put it upside down. Put stuff in
minute.
canister. Wait 1 minute.
Like a microwave.
It's cooking up your smoke. Canister down.
Bam. Canister now filled with vapor. Push down, suck in. That's it.
Yeah.
I want one.
I want one so
How
bad.
much? How much is it? Is it $50
$49.99.
plus shipping and handling?
That actually, I guess, still looking for investors. So I don't think this is on the market yet.
Oh no.
I'll give you guys $5.
Can I get $10?
$10. Alright, so that seems really awesome. I would love to get one of those whenever they're ready to change and sell it. So moving on to sports. Ronda Rousey got knocked the fuck out.
Jeez.
And it was awesome. And I love it because I thought Ronda Rousey was hot, and she still is very fucking hot. Well, not that much in the face anymore, but she's hot. But I never thought she was that technical of a fighter. I mean, the arm locks, the jiu-jitsu, that was all cool. But when she came up to somebody who actually knew how to punch her, when Holly Holm,
And keep their distance.
and keep that distance, someone who could actually box. No one in the women's UFC can box. So the fact that she was there boxing and punching the fuck out of her just made me think, like, if Mayweather had said, you know what, yeah, I'll punch a bitch in the face and set up that fight, she would have been dead. He would have killed her and nobody would have cared because she wanted it.
It's funny that you bring up Mayweather because after the fight, he actually offered to train her for the rematch, but I don't think she's ever going to fight again.
No.
Like, from everything that I've heard and everything that I've seen, she's probably not going to fight again.
She's done. Her little 15 minutes of fame is over.
But think of the money that she made, though. I mean, she can be done and be completely okay.
Oh yeah, she'll be straight. Plus, she's still an Olympian. She still goes to the Olympics for jiu-jitsu and everything, so she still has a career.
Mm-hmm.
But being out of the MMA, man, she made bank there. Had the title for a while. Fucked up people. Made a name for herself. She's good.
Yeah.
Have you seen the memes?
Yes, I've seen the memes. Memes are the greatest things ever because they make every situation funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody got in on the act on this anyways, though. I mean, there were things from Layla Ali to Justin Bieber to, I mean, everybody had something to say about Ronda Rousey getting beat, which, I mean, that's what comes with being in the public spotlight. That's what comes with being the champ. I mean, ask Mike Tyson about what happened when he got beat by Buster Douglas. I mean, the thing about being on top is that you can't stay on the top forever. Father Time is going to come calling.
Yep. So, the crazy part about Ronda Rousey is not only did she predict that this was going to happen because she said Holly Holm was the only one who beat her, but, I mean, she got beat. She got beat the way she said she was going to get beat. She's like, she's going to avoid me and then she's going to kick me. And exactly what she did, she kicked the shit out of her. Exactly how she said it was going to happen, it happened.
Maybe she told her that. Maybe
let it
Holm
go.
just told her during the interview for the fight. She was like, I'm just going to kick the shit out of you.
I'm going to kick you in the fucking head. And that was done.
Yeah.
But like you were saying earlier, like she's probably going to be done because so much hype was being built around her, not only for being the UFC champion, but they were trying to set up that Cyborg fight.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed...
Yeah, she's not even going to be able to fight Cyborg now.
Exactly. When Brock Lesnar and, what's his name, Fedor Emelianenko, they were trying to set that fight up forever. And Fedor was on a roll, but 2 years of trying to set the fight, he finally got his first loss. Nobody gave a fuck anymore.
Cyborg.
Cyborg, she fights for another promotion, and she has been trying to get a super fight to happen between her and Ronda Rousey because she's like, you're just a bitch, I will knock you out. So she's been wanting to fight her, but Justino,
Yeah.
Tino.
She's a beast, and she could probably win. But the thing is, she didn't want to come down to Rousey's class. Rousey didn't want to go up to her class, so then hence it would have been a super fight where they both met at a class. And then they fought. They would have met halfway. But still, Ronda Rousey didn't want to, and here's the reason. Same reason Fedor Emelianenko didn't want to come to Brock Lesnar's weight, because he knew he'd lose to lose to Lesnar. So she just didn't want to do it, and then she ended up losing anyways because she was running her mouth and being a model. I'm sorry, you're a champion, you're a fighter. You don't need to be on the cover of 20 fucking magazines showing off your abs. Look how sexy I am. My belt's nowhere to be seen. You have a belt. You're fighting people. It's not like wrestling where you can keep that belt because someone said so. You gotta fight. And working out on the beach and looking sexy does not win you fucking titles.
So they have belts?
In the UFC? Yeah.
Oh.
They have title belts.
Really?
Yeah.
Red?
No.
Blue?
No. They're black championship belts. For like their weight class. Have you ever watched the UFC?
No.
Okay, so why haven't you ever watched the UFC? Okay, we're trailing off. We gotta watch the UFC together.
Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to MindTrips with Deric the Jedi. And today we're going to be talking about what our favorite video games are when we're smoking and shit.
Can I start? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm excited about this one.
Go ahead. Man.
Okay, my favorite... Okay, I'm going to go into video game console because there's some games I enjoy when I'm high, but the N64, the best stoner system that ever existed. The joystick was unbelievably complicated to use, which made it so amazingly amazing.
Because the only time you understood it was when you were high.
Exactly. Like, there's a whole other part of the controller to hold over here, but I'm holding it in the middle because this is the only way I really need it. I don't need this over here. I need this. That's like a bat, and you got 3 phones. Your hands are like this close because you just need the joystick and the fucking A and B button. You don't need the D-pad. The D-pad doesn't make sense.
I used to use the D-pad to move instead of the stick.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I didn't like it back then.
Oh man, I love the D-pad.
I just used the, wait, what?
I love the stick. So, but it's cool. The joystick is the greatest thing in the world. But N64 had Wave Racer 64.
Yeah.
You could fucking do a barrel roll over dolphins. Tell me that's not cool when you're high. Okay, Mario 64, which running and jumping into a picture frame that wasn't really a picture was awesome. I would do that for countless hours. Backflips off and shit. GoldenEye was the best N64 game ever.
GoldenEye was probably the mecca of RPG games.
It was incredible. I love that effing game.
Like first-person shooter games, like GoldenEye, Doom, like...
Doom was amazing because you didn't even have to fucking aim at the person. As long as your gun was facing that way, you shot that motherfucker and you were good to go.
He's dead.
I could run... I literally did a speed trial. I ran through the entire Doom game on the PlayStation 3. I got it for the PlayStation 3. I ran through the whole game in 12 minutes.
Yeah, because you're so used to aiming and shit, and when you don't have to do it,
Yeah, you're just like... But yeah, so N64 when I'm high is the system of ever. It's the greatest thing ever. So that's my video game.
I'm gonna stay kind of current. I mean, I still haven't gotten the next gen system yet, but oh well. I'm still on Black Ops 2. I mean, between Black Ops 2 and GTA. If I can play those all high, especially GTA. GTA, I get high, I get my avatar high, we go run missions. Like I feel like any responsible stoner in a game that allows you to smoke, you need to get your avatar high before you go run a mission.
All the time. If you can smoke weed in a game, smoke weed in a game.
So I don't even have to run missions. I can just go through worlds and bother people and stuff like that. I mean, that's the good thing about GTA is that it's free roam, but it's also online multiplayer. Yeah. So, I mean, you could just fuck with people all day.
I literally just drive around and buy clothes and like mod my cars. Like I'll play for 4 hours and I've got nothing completed but just buying shit.
I rob banks and target people. Not rob banks, but rob the stores.
Yeah.
And then try to get away from the cops.
That's pretty fun.
And then target people. Or take like the cars that are supposed to be stolen, like the marked cars and stuff like that, and go steal them and take them to the shop and put like ignition explosives in it,
and then just park
it somewhere.
Yes, I love that. one guy we were racing, I was racing him to get to one of the marked cars or whatever, and right when I was getting in, he sniped me and killed me. So I hid over by the bushes, and as soon as he drove by, I threw a sticky grenade thing on him, watched him drive down the hill, was just staring at him, and then blew him up right at the bottom of the hill. I was like, I don't get the car, neither do you, motherfucker. And then I was done. I didn't even want to play anymore. I was just done.
Oh, you're one of those.
I ruined that guy's night, and then I went to sleep.
You killed him and then went offline. You had no chance for revenge.
None.
He's plotting his revenge now. He's been waiting for you to get back on that game forever.
Yeah, but I'm not.
In his game, he has your name memorized and shit.
Green Quacks.
Green Quack.
No, Duck Dude. My bad, I have a different name.
Duck Dude.
Duck Dude 89.
Alright, my favorite games to play when I'm high are like puzzle games and shit. Like I like Tetris and Hexic HD. You ever play that?
No.
It's like a bunch of like octagon thingies, and you rotate them until like two colors meet.
See, that would hurt my fucking brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
so in each part of so it's like a pizza. Each part of the octagon has a different color to it.
And you have to rotate them to match them.
Do you have Xbox Gold, right? You don't have the Xbox.
Yeah.
Okay, so they just came out with a puzzle game called Pneumonia. It's not called that, but that's what the letters look like, so that's what I call the game.
What?
It's like yeah. That's what the game is called. Yeah.
Man.
It's Pneuoa. Yeah. Either way, it's a puzzle game.
Yeah.
Who wants to play yeah?
Chocolate, yeah.
Chocolate yeah. But it's a puzzle game.
Chocolate.
I don't like chocolate. Alright, I'm super
I'm
big.
surprised nobody mentioned Fallout or Black Ops 3 now that those are out.
I played Fallout when I was high one time, and it was great.
I mean, every time I played Fallout 4, I've been high. So, I mean, like, it's awesome. I built a civilization. But with Black Ops, I installed it, played it for 20 minutes. I turned it on twice, and then went right back to Fallout. I have not dwelled that far into Black Ops yet, because every time I do it, I just think, fuck, I have like settlers in my communities, and they need me. I need to go do something for them. So I stopped doing Call of Duty, and I go straight back to Fallout.
Yeah, I'm surprised you took time out to do the show.
Yeah.
Your settlers need you.
My settlers need me. I got 20 of them now. I'm building a fucking army. It's amazing. Like, I don't even care about the fucking storyline anymore. I'm just like, army building. Here we go.
I heard there's like 500 quests and shit.
Yeah, it's insane.
There's what?
500 quests? Like missions and shit?
It's insane. And like, with Fallout 3, I did kind of the same concept. I literally did all the DLC, and I did like explored most of the map before I even finished the game. So by the time I started doing the story, like the third mission of the story, I was already level 22. And so the story mode was just, I was just walking through blasting motherfuckers with alien guns that I got off the DLC. And they were like, everybody was just exploding. So the actual story took me no time at all because I had already done way more than the story expected you to do. So I'm doing the same thing here. I'm just leveling up, fucking shit up, and then I'm going to go on and do the story. But the story is hard. This game, everything is hard.
I know.
Everything is so fucking hard. It's like you're on like the third mission of helping out somebody and you're fighting this thing that's fucking gigantic and all you have is a pistol. It just sucks.
That's because they don't want anybody bothering them about the Fallout franchise for another 7 years.
And I don't think they will because, I mean, like, I'm going to be pretty busy on this game for a while. 400 hours of gameplay, and that's if you're just playing the game, doing what you're supposed to do.
The developers said they haven't even seen everything yet.
See, that's amazing. How do you create a game and still don't know what the fuck is in the game? We created this game, it's slowly growing its own mind. Pretty soon it's just going to take over.
It's self-aware.
We didn't even add that level. Those people, they created themselves. The game just multiplied.
It just morphs into its own.
Fallout.
An actual nuclear bomb went off in the world.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They're
Next thing you know, you see yourself.
Civilizations. In a month, you're gonna see like a giant city formed in the middle of like.
You're like, where the fuck did this come from?
There's gonna be a bunch of robots and flying cars again. When the next time.
But that's what I want the game to do. I would love for the game's AI to develop and slowly get better, like as you're playing, the game progress. Because
And
in
Marla
Fallout 3,
Queen comes back and she's like 3 times stronger
yeah, she's
now.
like, fuck you, bitch, you took my castle. This is my castle, bitches. You know? But in Fallout 3, like, spoiler alert if you haven't played Fallout 3, it's been 8 years. Get with it, alright? So, at the end of Fallout, you start the process of making everything back to normal.
Yeah.
Right? But then after you do it in the story mode, you keep playing, you only see, like, mild changes, but nothing really changes. I want the game, like, after you solve the problem, I want you to be able to see things happening.
Yeah.
Like, the game to evolve with you. So, like, yeah, I just cleaned up this establishment. I'm cleaning up everything. I want being able to, like, cut the grass and have no weeds everywhere and be able to have a nice community, you know?
Right.
But you can't. I have a community, and it's dope looking, but my garden, I can't tell it's my garden and what's weeds because the weeds won't go away.
It has to still be a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Post-apocalyptic wasteland. Which it can still be, but I can have some nice things in my post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Like
I mean,
in the drive-in, like in the actual like little thingy, like I can't clean up the leaves, and I want to clean it up.
I know. I feel the same way. I actually have 4 settlers at the drive-in right now. I walled it off. I built some turrets, and then I fucking built like 2 of those big steel homes and put like 3 beds in each one. So they're all just living there, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so amazing. The drive-in is awesome. Red Rocket's the place I don't like.
Why?
The gas station?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything there.
Me neither. I wish you can like in the settlements you build. I wish you can have like a house, like you can just stamp it and it's yours, and no one can come in and shit.
Oh, I did that.
What?
None of your characters can jump. None of the extra characters can jump. So what you do is you build your house on a little hump. Then you gotta jump into the entrance, and nobody goes in there. It's just your house.
Oh, man.
Because the characters can't jump, the AIs can't jump. Cogsworth can fly up and get into it, but no one can jump. So Cogsworth's the only person who comes in my house. I got my own bed, I got a toilet. You can't even use it, but I got a toilet. I got paintings of cats. My house is the shit.
Where'd you get the cats?
Oh man, you go to paintings and you with cloth and metal, you can make. There's pictures of cats.
Oh, just pick.
Oh, they're
I know about the
adorable.
pictures.
Yeah, that's what I got. The paintings.
I thought you meant actual cats, like you planted cats in your house.
I wish. I love cats.
Cat seeds.
But no, my main settlement's dope. But yes, Fallout's amazing when I'm high.
Yeah, it's pretty. I feel like I'm shooting people. I haven't named any of my guns yet. Have you?
I named one. I have named a gun. All right, so.
So that's our show for today. In honor of Fallout, though, I want to do this. So, in honor of Fallout 4 coming out, and just something fun for the listeners, we come up with a hashtag called #postapocalyptic. We're gonna put it on all the media sites. We want you guys to interact and participate, and tell us the crazy things that you would do in a post-apocalyptic world using the hashtag postapocalyptic. Some of the best ones we will probably read on next week's show, along with sharing our own. So, from all of us here at the Smoking Table, I'm Jay.
I'm Dre.
I'm Deric the Jedi.
And I'm Mr. Chan. Stay high, stay informed, and stay laughing. Good night, you guys.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.